Okay, today I want to talk about keyword research. If you're a marketer, you can use keyword research for a lot of things. It's an important skill. I don't know if it's a skill. It's an important thing that you want to know, and it doesn't take long to learn. There's a lot of free tools out there you can use, and there's paid ones too. I like Google AdWords, and Google is the most popular search engine out there, and they compile a lot of data, and who better to get it from than Google? If you're trying to rank in Google, it's a good one to use. It's reliable. You want to sign in. You have to have a Gmail account. So if you don't have one, go create one. It's free. You don't have to use it. You just have to have one to sign in. I don't use mine, but I use keyword research mainly for my content, to get ideas, to know what my target audience is looking for, what they're searching for, so I can provide a solution, so I can be the go-to person for them. And you really have to know your target market. You have to know what they're thinking, what they want, what their pain is, so you can provide the solution. If your target market does not have a pain, you may want to consider switching, because a pain is what gets somebody to buy. They're ready to pull out their credit card to get that solution to make that pain stop. And I'm not talking about physical pain necessarily. Just like for the example I'm going to use today, how to train your dog. Their pain is their dog will not listen to them, and maybe it barks all the time and it's driving the neighbors crazy, and they've got to make it stop. So things like that, So go up here, once you get logged in, go to Tools and the Keyword Planner, and search for new keyword and ad group ideas. And you can type in some of your ideas you have, like dog training. Say you're a dog trainer and you have some videos that you're trying to market. So dog training videos, how to train your dog. And you can type in as many as you want up here. Your landing page, leave that blank. Your product category, I always leave blank. Your landing page, if you didn't want to put stuff up here, like say you had, I don't know, maybe your competition's website, you could type that in and it would pop up related keywords that they might be ranking for. It's a good thing to go check out, but it's not something I use often. And targeting, you can click the little pencil and you can change this. If you remove them all and leave it blank, it will be global. So if you have a product or service that's available worldwide, of course you can search worldwide. I personally do United States and Canada. And the language is English, Google. Negative keywords, we'll talk about in a minute. And this stuff, just leave blank for now. And click Get Ideas. So it's going to pull up all the keywords, and then click on Keyword Ideas. Now at the top up here are the ones you actually typed in. Dog training, and you can see this is the most important column right here, the average monthly searches. So 33,000 people a month in the United States and Canada are searching for dog training. That's a lot, okay? And because it's broad, dog training, that could be anything. And you'd probably you'd have a hard time ranking for that keyword because the competition is high. Now this competition, you can look at it. It doesn't necessarily mean like you couldn't rank for a keyword. This is basically the ad competition. If you were going to run a Google ad, that's what this keyword planner is for. People who run Google ads, and you don't have to run ads to use it. I just use it for the research. Like if you go to Google and you type in something, how to make healthy smoothies for breakfast. Over here are the ads. So this is what it's talking about. But I don't run ads. I just look up keywords. So if you scroll down, it gives you a list of lots of other related keyword ideas. Let me scroll over here for a minute. So you can scroll down and see there's 800 related keywords. If you click this little arrow, you can show 100 per page. And if you hover over this little icon, it will show you like the trend, the graph, the trends. So an average 210 people a month are searching for dog training games. But you can see here on February of 2015, only 170 people searched for it. So you get an idea. Like if you like a keyword and you pull this up and you see that it's declining, you know that it might not be a good one to use. So that's some useful info to have. And if you click the heading, it will sort them. So now it's going to show the highest 673,000 people a month are searching for dogs. And that's not a good keyword. You want to be specific. The more specific you are, the better. That means it's a more targeted audience. How to train your dragon. I'm not really sure how that's related to dogs, but so you want to use common sense, and you want to look for buying keywords like how to potty train a puppy. 22,000 people are searching for that. Still might be tough to rank just because there is a lot of people. It says the competition is low. You just have to judge for yourself. But how to potty train a puppy, that's somebody who is looking for a solution. And if you offer them one, they're more likely to buy it. Somebody that's just typing in barking dogs, I mean, who knows what they're trying to find out. Usually the longer the phrase is, the better, the more specific. It's called long tail keywords. Best dog training books. I mean, there you go. That'd be a pretty good one. Let me just click over. If you hit it again, it's going to show you the lowest. Like 20 people a month are searching for how to obedience train your dog at home. And that's pretty specific. When should you start training your dog? That would be a good one for me. I think 20 people, I mean, yeah, it's low, but that's 20 people that you weren't reaching before. And I mean, it takes you, what, 30 minutes or less to write an article about or do a video about when you should start training your dog. And once you've done it, it's done forever. You put it out there and you got 20 people a month looking for it. Over time, that adds up. And that doesn't mean that 20 people a month are going to click on your website or that 20 people a month are going to see your content. That's just people that are looking for it. So keep that in mind. So that, I mean, and one other way to get ideas, like if you go over here and start typing, when you start typing, it pops up suggestions. So if you start typing a keyword, like if you find one over here that you might like, how to train your dog commands, and you start typing it, that's not what I want. It'll give you ideas. So you could take those ideas. See, how to train your dog basic commands. It'll give you stuff you maybe haven't thought of before. And I mean, with 800 keywords, you're always going to have something to write about. You'll have some kind of idea. And if you want to filter it, you can go over here and the keyword filters. You can search for less than, like say we only wanted to look for the low-hanging fruit, they call it, the keywords that are lower in number. And then you'd only have, 5,000 or less searches. You can filter it that way. And the negative keywords, like say you were looking for, say you're how to stop puppy from biting. Your content has nothing to do with biting. So if you put in biting as a negative keyword, it's not gonna show those. So you took it out. It's no longer there. Any word that had biting in it is no longer there anymore. So you can filter it down that way too. And if you click on the add group ideas, it'll give you even more ideas related, like training positive. You can click on that and it'll give you keywords that are related, so that there's even more ideas right there. So it's good stuff to know. And when you're doing, like, let's go back here. And the way I use this is not only to find ideas to write about, which it is very good for and very useful, but then you want to take that keyword, like how to house train your dog. If you do a video about that, then put those keywords in your title. Put it in the description. use that keyword phrase when you're talking in your video. And if you're doing blogging, if you're writing, the same things. Use it in your title and your description and in your content, but don't overuse it. Don't keyword stuff. Don't keyword spam. A good rule is to use that keyword phrase 2 to 3% of your content. So if you did a 100-word article, you'd only want to use that keyword 2 or 3 times max. And you want it to sound natural. If you keyword stuff, it's going to sound odd. If you try to use that keyword in every other sentence, that's not how you would talk. And people know, something's up with that. It doesn't sound right. So just be natural with it, and you should be fine. So there you go. Let me see. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Yeah. So if you have any questions, if you didn't understand something, feel free to message me or email me, and I'll be glad to help you out. And make sure you go over to my website and jump on my newsletter, TiffanyMooreOnline.com, and I'll see you guys next time.